Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. We're going to see if I can't recover one of these FAP-off batteries. This one's NFG, will not take a charge. Just dust red blinking light of death. This lives on the Town Pump CNC, and it's been all right. I wouldn't buy another one for the price of it. I'd just go ahead and get the Milwaukee. I do like the battery fixation. It's quite nice. I don't like the battery indicator. It's nice to be able to see kind of where you're at rather than, yeah, it's dead, I can tell. And also, when you're really reefing on it and you break a fastener loose or you break a vise, you know how a vise kind of snaps open a little bit? What happens is it auto goes forward on you. This snaps and goes to a different position, which is not ideal, because then when you hit the go button again, it reefs your knuckles into the end of the vise, and just no es bueno. However, I would like to have a spare battery for it while I still got it. There's 2 batteries in the base, 2 batteries in the top. Unfortunately, we got the cold dead hand of Steve Jobs epoxying the ever-living crap out of everything. So we'll maybe have a look on Tinternets to see what the pinout is, and then we'll just get our meter in there and see if maybe just one of these is out of balance, and that's why it won't charge. Easiest thing first, right? There's that 3M foam double-sided tape keeping this all together. It's not actually epoxied in there. However, it's super cold, so it's tough to get that battery to de-chooch. Oh, fuck. This is a good way to put a screwdriver through your palm. Everybody's favorite. You know, if there's one thing I wish I would have done in my younger years was take better care of my hands in the cold. Next time around. Next time around. I regret nothing. So this would be 7.4 volts across here, 7.4 volts across here. We'll just test that. Theory. 7.36. 8.1. That's quite a difference. Let's check a good working battery. It's nice when you have something to compare it to. 8.19. 8.25. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to charge this side to 8.25 and charge this side to 8.25. If and yeah, you got one of these, they're fantastic. It's just an adjustable power supply. Use it for electronics, but they work so well for all and sundry. I use it all the time for charging batteries. You know, especially modern batteries. They won't take a charge if they don't like the way you chooch. You look at them the wrong way, and this. Okay, let's give it a check now. $8.22. Oh, I did the wrong side. We're a lot closer now. We'll pull the leads, stick this in the charge air. Ah! We got a Snatch 23 here. We can't charge it in the charger, but it still works just fine in the tool. So there's some data going from the charger to the battery and vice versa, telling it that the battery is faulty, telling the charger that the battery is faulty. However, that doesn't happen in the tool. So we can hack this and just charge it manually with the power supply and omit this charger altogether. However, kind of a pain in the ass, but it's a workaround. If you have a battery that has a fault on it, you can still charge it up, as long as you watch it. You don't let it burn your hacienda down. So that's a Boo Earns, but yeah, it sort of works. So thanks for watching. Keep your digging advice.